Now I think it's been quite a while since I've done a Saison, especially a fruited Saison. So let's get into this right now. Beer, 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 beer. Hello everybody, welcome back to me, Mate Brewski, for the Brewski review. And today the beer I have for you, again, is by the Wellington Brewing Company out in Guelph, Ontario. And this is their Rhubarb Saison. Very, very beautiful looking can. Green, red, white, matte finish. I'm a big fan already. Big, bold colors coming out of here. This is a Rhubarb Saison, coming in at 5.1% alcohol by volume. No listed IBUs here on the can, but the website's showing it coming in at 20 IBUs, so very, very low on the bitterness unit. Let's crack it open, let's see what we got. I have no idea what the color's going to be on this. Rhubarb's usually a little red, so maybe slightly red? We'll find out. Let's pour it into the pint glass right now. Oh, and no, it's not red. It's typical beer color with a really weird, okay, cool, let's just spill. That's awesome times. Awesome times. Awesome times. We need more beer in there. There we go. There we go. A little bit of spillage. It happens. What can you do? Life goes on. As long as you don't spill all the beer, it's okay. Hit F for respects. But yeah, looking at the beer, decently clear, nice golden color, no head on that particular pour. Then again, it wasn't super aggressive either. I was more spilling and worrying and trying not to spill all of it, but you know, shit happens. Yeah, it's very nice looking beer. Let's have a smell. To be honest, it doesn't really smell like a Saison. Like, it does slightly, but I would say it's more like a Berliner. Like the aroma off it, more sour, rather than funky. Like you get a little bit of funk, but definitely smells more like a Berliner. That's the first thing that popped in my head. As far as the rhubarb aroma, minimal, kind of there. But I guess we'll just have to taste it and see if that matches up with the name and stuff and things. Okay. Now I'm getting more of that Saison traditional style with that funky yeastiness that you usually get. And I'm getting a touch of rhubarb sweetness from it, but not too much. All the flavors sort of taper off and die off really quickly. So it's pretty light, pretty easygoing for a Saison. We need to dive in more, or at least I do. You're just watching this, but if you're drinking with me, drink along, guys. It's always a great time. So let's take a sip. And with that said, cheers, everybody. Let's keep on drinking. Now I am getting some rhubarb sweetness, reminiscent of like a rhubarb pie, something like that. Something that is, oh, so near and dear to my heart because it's damn delicious. But rhubarb mixing with a Saison, which is a bit more funky, bit more white grapey, bit more champagne-esque in flavor. It's definitely a weird mix. Definitely more, you're getting that tart, soury portion of the rhubarb, less on the sweet side of things. But you know, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. It's just a weird combination of flavors. Rhubarb and Saison, I didn't really think they were gonna work, and personally, they're not really working for me. The flavors don't really flow together as I usually say. I'm not really saying it's a bad beer by any chance. It's just, for my palate, the flavors don't really mingle too well together. Still very, very highly drinkable. But even then, it's not even then, but another statement to say is that the flavors, the intensity of it is quite low. You know, the flavors shoot up really high, really quickly, and then they just drop off very abruptly as well. It doesn't really, I don't know, it's like a big bang of flavor instead of a nice, you know, constant flow of flavor. It's light to medium bodied, crisp, refreshing, just kind of messy. So let's see what the can has to say. I know there's more information on the website just by looking at it. But the Rhubarb Saison by Wellington Brewery Company, 5.1% alcohol by volume, 20 IBUs, 20 IBUs. No description here, but we have ingredients. Water, barley malt, rhubarb juice, hops, brewer's yeast. Very, very nice. On the bottom, packaged on date March 25th, 2017. Best before date, September 25th, 2019. Lasting a bit longer than the mango, pineapple, and habanero IPA that we had earlier in the week. Or in the future, depending on how these are edited. Ooh. Yeah, definitely more saison-y. Saison-esque flavors rather than the rhubarb. The rhubarb is sort of just a little added bonus per se. Moving over to the website now, wellingtonbrewery.ca. You go over to the beer section. This is under their rebooted tab, and it says, well, the description is here, and we're going to read it now. Rhubarb Saison has a spicy floral aroma, mild malt body, and distinctly tart rhubarb flavors on the finish. Brewed with farmhouse-style saison yeast and loads of fresh rhubarb, this refreshing and unique summertime beer is best enjoyed outdoors. Sadly, kind of broke that rule. Sorry, Wellington. But that's a very, very nice description. Me, personally, I can get the spicy floral aromas a little bit. I mean, there, not too much, but you know, I get it. And the rhubarb in the end. Yes, but I also get it a little bit in the beginning. ABV 5.1, like I said, 20 IBUs, original gravity of 11.3 degrees Plato, and final gravity of 1.7 degrees Plato. Glassware is a Weissenglas or a Weissenglas, not a Weizen, and color is a 5 on the SRM scale. Available size formats, 473 ml tall boy cans. You can apparently find it at the LCBO somehow, some way, possibly. Maybe local LCBOs in the Gulf area you can. Or no, it's in the Mix Pack Volume 6. That's where it is. Mix Pack Volume 6. Go grab it. $12.95 for 4 beers. Do it up. But if you're not wanting the whole 6-pack, you can go to the brewery in Guelph and pick it up for a single can coming in at $3.65 Canadian for a single 473 ml can. Finally, moving over to Untappd to find what the people have to say. And I'm not even on the page. There we go. Now I'm on the page. Rhubarb Saisons coming in at 3.44 bottle caps out of 5, and that's out of 1,946 ratings. Overall, not too bad of a beer, just a little weird mix of flavor, but that's okay. It's always great to try something new, and trying something that you think is a little out there, because sometimes it might work. For me, not really, but still a very enjoyable beer. Just not the Rhubarb Saison I had imagined, but a good, fruited Saison nonetheless. With that said, cheers on the final sip, guys. Let's get right to ratings. Continue on with our days. Boom. Rhubarb Saison, Wellington Brewery. Great Saison base. Good rhubarb flavor. Not enough of each. The flavors are very abrupt, and they leave very quickly. It's like what you'd wish your unwanted guests to do instead of just hanging around on your couch. But no, going back to the beer, not making jokes. Rhubarb Saison, good flavor, not enough. Weird combination as well. Separately, nice, good stuff. Separately, Saisons, beautiful beer style. Rhubarb, beautiful in pies. Together, kind of weird. But for what it is, for the beer itself and how it turned out, it's not a bad beer. Good, still good flavor, just not mingling the best and what I had envisioned. Overall, Rhubarb Saison by the Wellington Brewery gets a solid 7 out of 10 for me. As for presentation, you get a beautiful design. Nothing really to do with rhubarb other than possibly the colors. But that's fine. You get a list of ingredients, no description, no IBUs, but you do get a package on, and best before date. Thankfully, when you move over to the website here, you do get a decent description of the beer. Also, IBUs, ABV, original and final gravity, SRM or the color of the beer, glassware to use, and in the store section, the price. So, a little bit of an extra bonus there. Presentation, 8 out of 10 for me. Before I leave you guys, if you have any comments, questions, or beers you want me to review in the future, leave all that information down in the comment box below. If you want to go ahead and like this video or subscribe to me, Mate Brewski, that'd be greatly appreciated as well. With all that said, that's gonna do it for me, Mate Brewski. Like I always say, crack a beer and enjoy. Cheers. Now I'm in the mood for a rhubarb pie. Hopefully I can get some more on the weekend. That didn't rhyme, but does it have to? Not really. This is my show, motherfuckers.